Tonight, from First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. Here's the Cleveland offense, and here's Baker Mayfield, former Heisman Trophy winner, ready to go at quarterback.
And he's a guy who plays with a lot of emotion. He's learned how to channel it really positively, because when he throws the football downfield and makes a big play, he'll be the first guy downfield to celebrate with you. But also, when his team needs that confidence, when they need that jolt, they turn to him, and he's ready to provide it.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store, as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Now Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First down, Cleveland, Mayfield to Beckham. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The end result, 21 yards. From the gun, Mayfield. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Handoff comes to Chubb. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal. Mayfield. And he's got his tight end. It's Hooper for the Browns touchdown. Austin Hooper. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. That nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here come the Patriots now to take over on offense. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Don't walk out here, man.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now Jones. eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. 6 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's third down. Of course, he was solid last week. AFC Offensive Player of the Week award. 2 touchdowns in that game.
Yeah, he's playing at a level right now where he's just breaking down defenses. Makes me remember when I was playing and my defensive back coach told me, listen, if you give up a touchdown pass, that's on me. I didn't coach you well enough. If you give up a second one, that's on you. And if there's a third one, I'm getting someone else in the game.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
First down, Mayfield. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Mayfield. Going right back to Beckham here, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels. The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Mayfield to throw it.
Swings this out for Hunt. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Browns add 6 to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Throwing Jones. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards there, just like last play. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Meanwhile, Jones' throw pulled in by Aguilar. Now the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are back within a score. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time he had the speed to win that race.
Folk connects on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now Nick Chubb and the Browns get set for their next possession.
He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Dante Hightower. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. From the gun, Jones. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Patriots are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more. reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. There's Baker Mayfield as he and the Browns offense comes back out. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting a lead. So you're not playing that way. You've got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, where it was the Ravens who get the win at home. Lamar Jackson, excellent in the victory, as his guys run their mark to 4-2 on the year. From there, we head over to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And they were winners in that one over the visiting New York Giants. Justin Fields, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. And lastly, on Monday Night Football, this will be one to tune in for, as they've got a good one lined up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half?
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard from the 6. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. For the Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Parks, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
How about that run? Picks up a first down. Note the enthusiasm in my voice. Remember, last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in the fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. And I think he's been doing that a lot recently.
Squaring those shoulders and getting downhill.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have a Patriots first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 36.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. He completes it to Henry. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Patriots have taken the lead.
Well, fair to say they've got something here, this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time of the ball game.
And, Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead is now 21-14. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mayfield. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Patriots take over. So here are the Patriots to take over. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now, beginning this drive 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After reviewing the play, the rule on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Jones throw complete there to Smith.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use time?
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great play there. 34 yards.
And the Patriots add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Folk connects on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Browns set and ready to go on offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called.
It got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Mayfield looks to throw. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. To throw again on second down. Mayfield. He'll leave it for Hunt. Complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. At 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Little razzle-dazzle by OBJ.
And the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Mayfield leaves it for Hunt on the draw. And he pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Do you think after that last run they're thinking to themselves, we had to wait all day to play this night game, and we're still not able to run the ball the way we want to?
Yeah, this defense, they've risen to the challenge all evening long. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. On 2nd and goal, Mayfield. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
This is caught. 10 yards gets them closer, but now it's 4th and goal. The Browns trying to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Parks, and he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
2nd and 7.
They hand this off to Harris. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Patriots, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll be able to enjoy
today. From Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, it's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Time to see the offense for Green Bay go to work. Aaron Rodgers leading them. What a career it's been. Came into the league back in 2005 as the number 24 pick out of Cal.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Throwing now is Rodgers.
Open man, Amari Rodgers complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down.
Got a man able to find Rodgers.
And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. From 3 yards out, and the Packers have taken the early lead.
Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They've got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
We're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
So here come the Patriots to take over on offense.
They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. On first down, Parks, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
So, Charles, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. We're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere and the dermatologist was on speed dial. But I do think that they're going to have to start answering questions about this start if they keep winning games. You and I both know, we in the media, will start to obsess about it and wonder, can they take it all the way to an undefeated season?
Meanwhile, Jones' throw into the hands of Henry here. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
This defense for the Packers, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try the left side. It's Parks, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Right back to him on first down. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a give right side. It's Parks. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll run on first down. Parks.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
On 2nd down now, it's Parks. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. And he'll give it here to his running back. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
44 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try to run this one in. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Looking to throw. Jones. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jonnu Smith. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. On the return from his end zone, Malik Taylor. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 31, Rodgers. It's brought in by Harris. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, that's not exactly how they drew that one up, nor practiced it, because on 1st down, you're trying to get some yardage to set up 2nd and 3rd down calls. In this case, had to drop it off to his running back. But, boy, they closed quickly on that one and stopped him behind the line of scrimmage.
So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down.
Rodgers now to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harris. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Over the middle, complete. It's Harris. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Taking it about the 1.
So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon. Thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, and it is the Jets who have the lead late in the second quarter. The Jets trying to hold on and claim victory. From there, we head down south to Tampa to check on the Bucs at home at Raymond James Stadium. And they've got the lead in their matchup with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Tom Brady at it again. 3 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore and check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And you can see they trail the visiting Buffalo Bills in that ball game. Josh Allen has a touchdown pass. In our game has been Aaron Rodgers, who was on target in the first half. His guys lead, so by only...
The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And to give this time to the tailback. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
It's caught by Aguilar. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Operating from the gun, Jones. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On first down, it's Parks. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. Extra point up and good by Fulton. And the lead is now 14-10. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. On the return from his end zone, Malik Taylor. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Here's Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On second down, it's Jones. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw there complete to Rodgers.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing again on second down. Rodgers, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Touchdown, Packers!
Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Crosby with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. New England trying to get a place on offense, and they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Parks. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Completes it to Aguilar.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Back to throw. Jones. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on first down. It's Parks, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Parks, and he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. On third down, it's Parks. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
91 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up second down. They'll try the left side. It's Parks. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. Now a give right side. Parks. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. And folks, kick is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over.
They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Rodgers to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Thompson. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. To throw is Rodgers. Throw right side complete to Carter. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Back to throw, Rodgers. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout called. Now Rodgers. Here we go. This to avoid overtime.
And this one too low.
And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
On the return from his end zone, Malik Taylor. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Now lineup trotting out there. The Packers getting ready to go. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 58 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
And he's got his target, Harris. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. And this is caught at the 8. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Now Jones, and he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Packers,
Tonight, from Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, it's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports.
It is a chilly night here in the northeastern U.S., but we've got some football to keep us warm at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Tonight we polish off Week 10 with a good Monday night matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Tua now on first down. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Well, these two teams, you might remember, met in Foxborough earlier in the season with the Patriots winning that ball game. So they're trying to win here in Foxborough to capture the season series. Now Tua on the bootleg here. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now the former Washington Husky. Here's Myles Gaskin. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 13 carries, 57 yards.
And to me, the goal is the exact same thing as last week. Get him the ball early and often. I think he's got another big game in him in this one.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. That's a big letdown defensively. They had him stop behind the line, but the face mask going to bail the offense out.
And the hand does not have to be up there for too long. Just a little bit of a grab is going to be enough to get the call and the 15 yards against him.
Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On 2nd down now, it's Hines. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Tua. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Sanders' kick is good. And the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense.
They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
On first down, it's Parks, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Now a handoff here to his running back. And some room to maneuver. And he will finally be taken out of bounds.
57 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year back in week 2. And it was the Patriots who got the win on the road, so they'll look to finish off the sweep here in Foxborough.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4, Jones rolling to his right. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Here's Jones off the bootleg.
He will find his tight end Smith for a Patriot touchdown.
Jonnu Smith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Fulk connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
2nd and 12.
They run with Hines. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there.
That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. On 2nd down, it's Parks. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
72 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
On 3rd down, Parks. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And that is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. The Patriots send out their punter.
Back deep for Miami, Jalen Waddle.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Dolphin football.
Miami's offense set and ready to go.
And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first.
The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that could...
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Joe Williams.
So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29. Now Jones. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Jones looking here for Smith downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL.
And just like that, on we head to half number 2. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. Fielded just outside the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So here are the Patriots to take over. They were losers to the Packers a week ago, but they've got the lead right now here as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 91 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Off play action. Jones. Open man, the tight end Henry. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Throwing Jones. They'll roll him out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry.
his second touchdown on the season.
And the Patriots take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Now Folk for the extra point.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
On third down, Hines. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives him the first down yardage. 2 yards is the pickup, and the Dolphins are going to get a first down. This is Hines. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Tua. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Meanwhile, Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Here's Tua. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
New England's offense set to go.
They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Open man here, the tight end Henry. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. He completes it to Henry. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. What a great drive that was. A long drive, sustained, well executed.
I love what we're seeing out of him here in year 2, right? This young quarterback continues to evolve and grow. He's really the adage right now that John Wooden, the famous basketball coach, used to say. Be quick, but don't hurry. You can see that everything is happening for him, but he's not taking it at a pace that he can't sustain.
Taken at the goal line. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Here's Tua. That throw complete to his tight end Long. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game. Now Tua able to connect with Fuller. Tua to Fuller for a Miami 1st down. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Pass complete to Hines. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11. Fuller brings it in over the middle. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hines. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Tua to throw. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down. Tagovailoa. That's going to be caught by Waddle. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Tua. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Tua to throw again. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Pats, they're setting themselves up as a major contenders. They move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Buffalo Bills next week. Meanwhile, for Miami, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
today. From Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, it's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
And see, you look at this defense, you know, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll take this one down to the 36. The numbers for him from a week ago: 11 carries, 115 yards.
Yeah, he could very well be on his way to a rushing title, but guess what? His offensive line, they're meeting separately because they want that rushing title as much as he does, and they want to make sure they get him there.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. Back to throw. Jones. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year.
And he's got it.
And the Patriots are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Pats have taken the early lead.
Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taking it about the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
This defense for the Pats, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
Now Allen. Going deep for Diggs. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Looking to throw. Jones. Got the connection here to Bourne. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete. Well, this defense for the Bills, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
The connection here with Nelson Aguilar.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 41. They'll try the left side. It's Parks, and very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. Nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd down now. It's Parks, and he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. And he'll give it here to his running back.
41 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Jones. Flushed out right. Touchdown! Nelson Aguilar with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it, so a little bit of a turnover. You went right back, though, and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
You got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though.
Well.
Buffalo set to get the football back here.
To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Singletary to get the drive started. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Here's Blake Gillikin now.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
A.J. Epinesa
showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. 2 minutes to play. First half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here. Under pressure, they got him again. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. From the gun, it's Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. Now the Bills will hustle to the line. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Allen. Diggs with a good footwork. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, Parks. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. It's Parks. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. And it's the Packers who have the lead in that one. Aaron Rodgers with 2 touchdown passes. From there, we head down to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. Ryan Tannehill has thrown a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's get to Pittsburgh. Check on the Steelers at home at Heinz Field. And they've got the lead in that ball game over the visiting Jaguars. Cam Newton with a couple of touchdown passes there. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team.
So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. This will be fielded inside the 5. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. So here are the Patriots to take over. They were winners over the Dolphins last week. They are on top right now as well as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. They go play action here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
On 2nd down, it's Parks. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time. Forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. He gets it complete to Harris. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 19.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Well, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They get the guard out of Georgia Tech, Shaq Mason. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Here comes Josh Allen and the Bills offense back onto the field. And I guess right now as we look at some of his struggles today, the term next play really applies here. He's got to move on.
I love where your head is on that because that's where his head needs to be, exactly what you've said. Yes, there have been mistakes made, but he's got to move on and play the next play as if it didn't happen, keep his confidence up. But how about the guys on the defensive side of the ball? They've got to be feeling great about what's going on right now. They've already gotten to him a few times. They want to keep that up. Maybe they can pick off a few more.
And they disrupted already for 3 INTs. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. On the handoff, it's Singletary. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Allen going to throw. Forced out to his left. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
This will be fielded at the 17. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. New England on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. Into the secondary past the 40. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
From just shy of midfield, Jones. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 39. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, a 22. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
116 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. Jones. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Off play action. Jones sliding out of the pocket. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know, they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen.
And he'll get this underneath to Singletary.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To the air, Allen.
A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now they got to get to the line quickly. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Operating from the red zone now, Allen.
He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Stephon Diggs. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Bills are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is secured by the Patriots. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll keep it on the ground. Parks. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Looking to throw. Jones under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. And he's going to go down again. Lorenzo Carter able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Back to throw. Jones. The quick slant caught. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. On 2nd down now. It's Parks, and he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
He's having a nice little game, maybe already has an eye on that third touchdown.
And how about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when they've scored touchdowns like this? He's put a tent up in Touchdown City.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the one touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense.
today. From Ford Field in Detroit, it's a special Thanksgiving Day presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.
It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
This defense for the Patriots, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
On first down, Goff. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Goff, a handoff here to Swift.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
Dante Hightower on the stop. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And oftentimes we think about statement drives in the second halves of games, especially in the 4th quarter. But here, it's happening early, a definite statement. They've held on to the ball for a healthy portion of this first quarter already, and now after that completion, they're set up 1st and goal.
He'll drop this one off to Swift.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Now Goff. This is caught. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Or might he go for it?
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown.
DeAndre Swift
with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here come the Patriots now on offense. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 42 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Space to run past the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Jones. Rolling to his right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And the Patriots are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Extra point up and good by Folk. And we are tied here in the second quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. Thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day. But you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the...
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Goff on target to Hawkinson for a Lion first down. Again, Goff. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Michael Gallup, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives them a first down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Looking to throw again on second down. Jones throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and it's 3rd and short. Throwing, Jones. He's got it complete to Aguilar. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. To throw again on second down. Jones firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the Patriots are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks so much. We'll get back to you and Charles in Detroit in just a moment. But first, let's take a look at what's following our 2 games later today. Some great games coming up on Sunday, highlighted by a 1 o'clock matchup in Miami. A good test.
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the 3rd quarter is underway.
Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
70 yards rushing for him now to this point.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Parks, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Jones throw into the hands of Henry here.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. Off the play fake, Jones. Open man, the tight end, Henry. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. And what I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on...
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Nice execution there. Good job by the O-line getting him in for the second time.
And you always have to start with credit there when you're having a big game. I mean, you don't get there by yourself. That's rare. But how about the ability to see the proper holes, pick the proper place to go, and find his way into the end zone?
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 more there and another first down.
Here's a handoff to Swift.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Off play action. Here's Goff.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Matt Judon there to bring him down. We're on to the fourth here on Thanksgiving Day. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Right back to Swift again on second down.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down.
Here's Swift.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal. Now it's Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. From a yard out.
And the Lions answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter-punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the fourth quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter-punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
And he's got some space here. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. So that one will be accepted. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
106 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there. Touchdown number 22 on the season.
And the Patriots are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
And to Detroit getting set to go now. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 18 more yards there and another first down. He's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in what you get done. It's the quality, and that was a quality catch right there.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Right back to Swift again on second down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. By the way, you'd be looking at about a 47-yarder from here as they come up on an important third down. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On first down, Swift muscles him off. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
On second down, Swift. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So now Jones and the Patriots down 28-21, 23 seconds to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. This one to Bourne, and he's got it. And he's going to have a first down, but he's tackled inbounds up near midfield. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Lions, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4.